Oh. So I'm outside. Coming from me from outside. Get me in my house. And I'm back. Yes, sir. Yep, I can hear you. Right there.
Jawel, hij staat al. Hij staat op. Yes. Ja. Ja. There we go. Nogmaals, sorry. Okay, welcome back. I think the neighbors are downloading the latest Call of Duty updates or something on our network. I'm not sure. I hope everyone can hear us fine still. Let us know.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. I don't know for the people in the chat, Tyson. Just asking for sure.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Okay. We left. I think I actually started asking about the new teams and you answered it. I don't know. Can you maybe repeat? I think you need to repeat that because.
Yeah. So, from my point of view, it's just a lot of new teams at really. They played really good this week, this league, and I think they're gonna be more improvement in their play style. They're gonna be some teams maybe gonna even surpass the experienced teams. But the layout really did help for the leveling the playing field.
Yeah, to make it a little bit more even.
Yes.
Yeah. Tiny paperclip to you. I'm gonna take because he's here. I'm just gonna ask it. What did you think about Darrenite's
Well,
as a new team?
As a new team, their level is really high,
Okay.
and I'm surprised that all the new teams are such at a high level because there are no really casual teams. They're just playing and not really up to it. Maybe it's because it's Dutch because of speedball and other influences, or people are scared to do it unless they're good. But it's really surprising to see that all the new teams are up to level 2. So that's cool.
So there's a high standard.
Yeah, there's a high standard to compete, and it's cool because we're keeping each other sharp, even at the bottom of the list. But yeah, it's really surprising to see that happened. So
I think Tyson is moving or something. What is he doing? Tyson.
See, now I'm moving, Jimmy.
Now
I'm moving.
it's not the time to change your your refrigerator or something. I don't know what are you doing?
Just sorting out first world problems.
Jesus. Tiny Paperclip mentioned it, Tyson. Like the standard, like the new teams who are playing in a tournament, they had a really nice level, like starting. What did you think?
Very, very high considering. Very, very high.
Yeah.
Like Tiny said, do you mean that the standard is? Yeah, there is no casual teams. You've got guys now who are focused on competition, understanding what they need to do to compete with the higher teams, and yeah, you're not seeing those kind of. I don't want to use the word grassroots, but you're not seeing those kind of beginner players. You're seeing players who understand the game and willing to test themselves and learn and get better and better each event. It's really good to see.
Yeah.
It's really good to see, but I'm worried that the teams that aren't at that level are afraid to enter SpeedQB. Just they think they're not good enough to play SpeedQB, and that's the other side of the coin.
Well, that's why we actually set up as SpeedQB. That's actually why we set up the meet QBs to get them acquainted with the game maybe get to know other people, other teams, if they're solo players or not solo players, as well as the tournaments that's like separated from the season. So there's going to be sponsor tournaments. I think there's one registration open for the Airsoft Doctor tournament. He does a sponsoring tournament. So if you're interested as a new team, or even as all the other teams as well, if they're interested, they can look it up on Facebook and they can enter and just actually it's training and you might win a nice prize. So it's good. So I think that's a good thing for them. So they don't have to be scared. I don't think no one has to be scared, you know.
Yeah, it's just a thought.
Well, there you go. Wait, Tyson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what did you think about Ninth Legion?
They played really well. Yeah, they played really well. Ninth Legion have always been a team, for me, they've never really played the game that I see them play back in training. Like, without trying to sound big-headed, like, I know how good they are, like, and they should be up there. Now, I don't know if it's just probably a lack of experience of competing or what, but sometimes the game just doesn't come together like it does when we're at home training. But no, they did themselves proud. They worked really hard. Hodge stepped up. Got a new guy, Harry, on the team. I was his first ever tournament, his first ever step onto a Speed QB field. He did really, really well. Sean, Dan, Flatley, yeah, they all played really, really well. Okay. Like if you look at the top, is it the top from 7 till 4? There's only 200 points between them. That like the middle bracket is so tight.
Yeah, it's so tight there. It's indeed like in the middle. It's very tight by points, huh? That's
I
good.
Think skill level as well. They're all, like I said, you're seeing those top 10, top 15 teams, all very, very strong. All can make a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, in the future, there's going to be a top 100 probably then, huh? Any thoughts about SAS because they're also from the USA? From the UK. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Yep. Oh no! Again, they're a good set of lads. Their first time at Speed QB, first time on a field like that. They did themselves really proud. I think with a bit more experience under the belts, again, you'll see them high up the tables. They did really well. Like it just gives us a little taste of what they can do, really. Yeah. I'm excited to see what they do next event and in the rest of the season.
I really like their shirt color. You're playing in black. He's like Max Flip is playing in black.
And we're tactical. So
tactical black. So they went for no tactical at all. They went for the why is it bright? What is that color actually?
Like a turquoise.
Turquoise? Oh really? Okay. Yeah. So I think
I'll got that wrong and I'll get that in the neck later.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a nice color. Like I think we touched a little bit on it as well because we talked a little bit about it, but let's talk a little bit more about it. It's like the system we did for the first tournament was like 2 pools, 13 games each, and the first 4 of both of the pools advanced to the finals. Was that a good system? And what would you like to change about it, Sipa? Do you have any ideas about that?
No, I think it's a good system.
So for your team, it was okay?
Yeah, for us, it's okay because you have enough time to really rest.
Wasn't it too long in between, or
no?
Okay.
But personally, I don't think it was long.
Yeah,
it's long, just long.
Yeah, opinions differ of course, because for you might be okay. I don't know how you see it. Like the pool system, the 13 games. He says there was enough time in between. There wasn't enough time in between. I don't know.
Yeah, well, just looking at last tournament, the intervals were really long, and you're just gonna think, and you just want to play, and that's you have to do the warm up every time. So that it's what was it, 15 and a half hour? I'm not sure, but it was way too long because you're coming to play and you have to do the warm up every single time. and that's really tiring throughout the day. And in the old system, you can just switch sides, and you had no reload time, maybe 10 or 20 seconds, but you would be keep playing, and then you have 1 hour or 2 hours in between, and that would be something you could calculate in. And now you're just waiting and waiting, and the swaps are really.
So you didn't quite like it then?
It's a bit chaotic.
Okay.
You can't really guess when you had a good break, but you could, because you had to keep checking whenever you had to go, and when the other teams are going, and the pool switches, and it's a bit chaotic. Maybe you have to get used to it. But for us, the intervals were really long. You had to do the warm-ups all the time, and yeah, we can really get a good grasp of the time flow. So yeah, it's maybe just getting used to, but maybe there's a different system.
Yeah. Those things always change, because we're testing as well. We're trying out. Actually, what we want is to let you guys play as many games as possible, and because teams travel from further away, we want them to play as many games as possible, but it makes it long hours, long days. And I don't know, Tyson, because you came from the UK, so it might be different for you. How do you view? What's your view on that?
I'm with Paperclip there. I think it's too long. When you got to give it all in a game, like I said, you got to do those warm ups. You risk pulling stuff. It's I would like to see. I don't mind the group sizes. I would just like to see them condensed down a bit more. So you play like a block of games either in the morning or an afternoon. Um, yeah, you have less weight between your games, but then maybe a big gap and do some like late afternoon games.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was too much. It was too long.
Yeah, but
I'm old though, so
yeah, that's true. That affects it as well.
it does.
Because the young boy on the left of me doesn't have a problem. So
Doesn't even notice it. I know. But
No,
yeah, I'd
but
like to see more intense kind of games. I like to just smash it out, bang, 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 and then
and then rest for a full day.
Well, not necessarily a full day, but like a planned 2 hours or planned 3 hours, and then smash out a load more games. If you know what I mean, I'd like them to see a bit more the games that a team plays compact, and then a planned break, and then again another group.
But Tyson, that's also because there's 24 teams. There's 24 teams who need to play. So yeah, it's only gonna get bigger. You know what I mean? So let's talk future. Maybe next year we'll have 36 teams, 40 teams. So how yeah, you know what I mean? So it's hard. It's hard to figure out what is good for everything. It's something you need to test.
Yeah, it's difficult because there's so much, but you could maybe slice the blocks up and do the pools one day, pool A, or pool B on Sunday or something, or you could just let MagFlip play, and I don't give a shit about the rest. So yeah, MagFlip 1 and 2, yeah, just do that. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. No, but
we leave it to Bert to
yeah.
see what's best.
After, by the way, when we're done, when I'm done with Sipa and Tiny Paper Hands, Bert is gonna come in, and we'll talk a little bit about that more. So we'll talk about the new pool system that we're gonna do. But always feedback. We need feedback. Feedback is the best thing, and we can work with whatever anyone's input is. And we always try to like use it in a good way. Let's say it like that. It's not always possible, but we try to. Actually, that's a good point because I know a lot of people worked really hard to get the field ready, around the field ready. Everything actually, you see people worked on it. So it's a question like, what do you think, like the facilities that we gave you that were at your discretion, like you say it like that. What did you think about those? So that's from food to the dressing area, toilets. I don't know, toilets is important. It's a toilet, but I mean, what did you think about the food and the dressing area and stuff like that?
I think it's up to a level now that you can really say that it's a real sport. It's not just something they did in the back room of some other field. And all the facilities now, it's on a professional level. You have your own catering, you have a real field, not just some makeshift gymnastics stuff. And yeah, we can now really say that Speakerby is a different kind of sport and not just a variant of Milsim or something. So it's nice to see that at least in the Netherlands that we're getting a real different sport growing. And if you look at stuff like Australia, they're still doing it in small
They're
versions.
trying,
They're
yeah, they're trying,
It's
yeah.
just kind of trying to get a feel.
Mhm.
And well, someone had to start with it, and Bert, well, he built something really nice, and I hope it keeps growing because we're going at it for 2 years, and now
Yeah, it's the second year.
It's really quick
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see that this whatever this is it has been built and what possibilities there are.
Yeah.
Really quick.
But if you want to, I'll ask it to the three of you, but I'll start with you. If you want to change anything, what would you change?
Free coffee. €2 is too expensive.
Free coffee, Bert. Did you hear that? Okay, it's noted. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I love coffee, so I need free coffee.
Tyson.
Oh, well, because I'm English, I guess I'll go with a free tea.
Oh, yeah. So we're gonna keep it simple here. So nah, is there?
I think what Bert's done is amazing.
Yeah.
Like what he achieves, it still astonishes me. Like I don't know how he does it. Like I know he's got an amazing team behind him, but yeah, like the stuff he manages to pull out, it's unreal. Yeah. But like Tanya was saying, we've got our own arena. I say our own, obviously it's in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I mean, we feel very much part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what he continues to do. I know the saunas are coming soon and the jacuzzi, which.
Yeah, we're building it. We started building it, so it will be there next year probably. he's nodding his head like no. Sipa, what would you change if you want to change anything? What would you change?
I won't change nothing.
No, really?
Maybe add more space for the spectators to really
come
and watch the games happen.
So that's what's happening right now, because we had a limited time. I don't like to build, and like the people who come here, like TRS, they help us a lot, and they build a lot. But now we're actually working on the other side of the field to also have the spectators go around. So it will be better in the future, of course, but still a lot of things to do and to adjust on that thing, because we had some it was really. The last week was really we banged in some hours to get things done, but now the next tournament we will get that thing up, and so there can be more viewers standing there. But I think it's pretty decent right now.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna start with Tyson. Tyson, like the next event is coming up in March 21st. What are your expectations for that event, and what can we expect from Legion?
Well, obviously, it's continue to learn the field. That's all we ever do on the field. Aim to win, and it's always nice when we do. But as long as we're learning, gaining understanding, like the season now, it's become a marathon. It's not the sprint anymore, where you're just trying to win events. It's now getting your team in a position where at the end of the season you're on top. Yeah. So for us now, we're looking at these next two events, continue to feel it out, see what works, what doesn't work, see what other teams are doing. Learn how to counter, and then the next 5 events, that's where we look to really push and start trying to get ahead, try and create some space between us and other teams.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And MacFlip, what are your goals and your expectations for next event?
I think next event stuff is going to get really intense. Everyone has been getting used to the field. The plays have been adjusted accordingly to plexiglass and how the flag works, and we know now how it works, and we're training every week to adjust to that. And I'm expecting that event 2, everyone will play more consistently, because we saw that day 1, day 2, people were trying things and whatever the flag grabs, some did it, some didn't, and that we'll have more consistent plays on the second event, because everyone knows what's going to happen. And I'm pretty curious if the level is going up really fast, or if it's about the same, because we're trying to
you're training every week.
We're trying to keep up, and we were surprised at how high the level was at the first event already. So I'm curious how fast it's going for the second match.
Okay, that was actually a question. It was a common question for SpeedQB, but also TRS Rex. He asked that question on Instagram. Thanks for that. Tsipa, what are your what's the expectations for Terranites for the next tournament?
Yeah, now that our players have experience of really playing tournaments and know what the flow is of the and the high bar that we have seen set by other teams, so we're gonna adjust our play also by training harder, looking back what can improve in tactics, communications, and all that sort.
I think it's this. I think it's almost the same for every team. You know what I mean? I think if you're not playing to get better, why are you playing?
Yeah, well,
So-
the bar is set really high,
Yeah.
but I'm hyped to see that everyone wants to help each other. Tiras
Yeah.
has offered some help to train with us, to do some drills. We're going to train with Vanguard this week, for next week, and Saviors the week after. So everyone is helping each other to get better, and that, I'm hyped to see that happening. It's not just enemies on and off the field; it's enemies on the field and friends off the field, and
Yeah,
it's nice to see that,
that's how it's
that the
supposed to be.
competition is really helping get us, helping getting us together to get that goal.
Yeah. I had a question. It was directed to SpeedQB, but you run a high kappa, huh?
Yeah,
You do, huh?
sometimes.
So sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
So there was a question. He asked me, how much money do I have to? No, that's the wrong question. How much for a good high kappa? He asked the question. What do you think? There's a lot of good answers, but how much for a good high kappa?
It's personal choice because I play with the stock TM.
You play with a stock
just,
TM?
I trade there for the for the tracing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well.
And then the rest, the M4 adapter, and
Yeah.
you can play actually.
Yeah. So see, a lot of people. I have that question. I came back in many. Oh wow, English. It came back a few times here. How much money do I have to pay for cool gear? How much money for a high kappa? And I think if you Google it, you can get it for a long way. I don't know, like, do your tactics build? It's higher up there. It's a higher price, but it's something you get, like, it's worth its money. You know what I mean?
It's worth the investment. If you had to guesstimate, it would to build one yourself, not the build ready Monk's custom. If you would build the Eurotex, you'd be spending around 1,000, 1,200 euros because of the engine. And the Eurotex hub and regulator and stuff. But it would be above the 1,000 euro mark, and I guess most kappas are too. So yeah, if you want a decent build that lasts, it will cost something. And it's an investment for the whole tournament, so I think it's worth the money. Even though it's a lot of money, it's worth it though.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting till Polar Stars are getting into high kappas, then I'll run a high kappa too, but until that's happening, I'm sticking with the M4.
I think Monk is investigating how to build that in a high kappa. I'm not sure. By the way, I'm gonna read here because we had a lot of questions. Tyson, we have a lot of UK people asking when is there going to be a UK field? I know there is no official SpeedQB UK field, but where do you guys train? Where can they find you?
We just train in a field.
So you train outside in a field?
Kick the sheep out.
Yeah?
Yeah, outside. In the rain, in the snow, wherever we can. No, there is, just so happens, there's a new site in Leicester who are looking to get into what we do. We're going to pop down there this Sunday, actually, because of the storm. We can't train outside this weekend. See what the space is like, see what they can do. We've got a field in Birmingham where SAS are from. They train there. That's an indoor site. I think there's always been a want to play, but a lot of players in the UK just haven't got that mecca, they haven't got that base, which are really like for them to grow from. So
yeah, you know what it is. There's a good player base that's interested in SpeedQB in the UK, but a lot of other countries as well. But it's kind of hard. Like, they ask us, like, what do we need to make a SpeedQB field? Well, if you want to make a SpeedQB field like this, it's gonna lead. I need a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? And it needs to be this high standard. So that's why we only have one now. Of course, we're trying to get things more spread out. So we're investigating, talking with people in different countries. But it has to be up to standard. You know, it has to be up to par. Not just build a field. I build a field in a field where you have to scare off the cows, and then you say this is a speed QB field, you know.
Yeah.
So we want to keep it high standards. So I think Bert will address that after my guests are gone. We will address that, how it's possible or what steps do people have to take and stuff like that. I have a funny question actually. The cutest runner in the game, and ATSB5s asked that question. I don't know why. I think people always think
Cutest
Rex.
runner, that's Rex. That's Rex, definitely.
It's got to be Rex.
Yeah, really?
No
Has to
doubt,
be
no
Rex.
doubt.
Okay. So we're all agreed on that. Are you agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Sure, it's with the
Rex,
steel.
I don't know if you can hear us, but
Yeah, I'll
it's
be
okay.
Rex.
It's okay. And the funny thing, Macflip Weasel, he's a teammate,
Yeah.
and he says, "Is it Pepper Hands or Tiny Paperclip?"
Well, now I'm Pepper Hands because you said it, but it's tiny paperclip. It says so on my die next to 100% Milsim because I am. But yeah, whatever it is, I am Pepper Hands in your world. And
Okay.
I'm going to shoot BBs as Pepper Hands.
Yeah, sometimes I make mistake, guys. So I called him Pepper Hands. It was really funny, but I probably butchered a lot of names, by the way. Like Kobe, huh? Kobe. It was Kobe. Yours as well. What?
In the beginning.
Did I call you something
Yeah.
funny?
Yeah, you and
Yeah, Scream.
Scream, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But the pronunciation was totally different.
How do you say it?
Tsipa. Yes, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's funny. It's commenting really hard.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, Pepper Hands is a machine. Like, yeah. Okay.
You're
Thanks,
gonna
thanks.
change your name into Pepper Hands now,
Yeah,
no?
I have to make a new sticker for it. now.
Okay. Then we have a more serious question. I would like to hear actually everyone's answer on that. What's the most challenging part about keeping the community united? It's a deep question. It's a good question. It's from Orangeville Airsoft, so it's from the USA.
Yeah.
So what's the most challenging part about keeping the community united? What do you think?
Well, the most challenging part is that we need a central point of the field, and we have the WhatsApp group, Speak Your Onzin. That's where most teams communicate with each other. We have the Discord groups and other stuff, but it's really hard that off the field we don't really have a platform to communicate. And Speak Your Onzin is our way, and maybe there would be some other
Maybe
in the future.
Yeah, maybe I can set up a Discord, official Discord.
Yeah, something official channel.
That's a weird question.
Yeah.
It's from who is it? I don't understand that. Tyson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you hear the question I asked?
Yeah. No, like I said, it's a tough one. It's a very tough one. I guess ultimately it comes down to respect and understanding that, I mean, the field that you share with other players, you're all on the same page. You're all trying to achieve the same thing. And yeah, there can be beef on the field, but you can't bring it off if you want this to grow and to become more than what it is now. The community at the moment is too small. It's not like you have to be nice for the sake of being nice, but
No.
you've got to respect your opponent. You've got to respect other teams. It's the only way that you're going to make them grow. It's the only way you're going to get better. It's as simple as that. It just comes down to respect. It's for people who want to be aggy and cause a bit of drama. Personally,
So
I've
speed
got no
can be
time for
drama.
people like that.
So speed
Yeah,
can be
I've got no time
drama.
for it.
I should start a drama alert channel.
Yeah,
Once in a
Once
month
get
I will
more.
do it. Speed QB drama alert channel.
probably involve us all the time, like, but that's fine.
Yeah, most viewers then. Yeah, probably. Tsipa, what are your thoughts on that? Because
Yeah, there's not a place to really hang out after after the tournaments or something. Sometimes,
do you mean physically? Do you mean-
sometimes physically, or via the WhatsApp group.
Mhm,
You have the WhatsApp group. You can communicate, but sometimes it's also just hang out, make jokes.
Mhm.
Like in real life, face to face. Sometimes it's better. I think because you really feel the emotion between the two different teams and players.
Yeah.
I think it's if we can arrange some like mid QB, but pure for the teams just to hang out, do something else than speed QB itself.
Okay. So you want to take it further?
Yeah,
maybe.
like more like a friendship.
Okay.
I think if we do that, that's the community gonna be really positive and keep growing.
Yeah, that's an interesting
QB
answer.
spring break.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then we all go to what's the place in Mexico there?
Mexico.
Where do you hold
Cancun?
Yeah, that's where we're going with Speed
Permission
QB.
of the missus first.
No, can I see your question again? Because I had a question written down. I want to read it again. So for Magflip and everyone, so against what team do you want to play next tournament?
Well,
Where are you looking? What are you like? Yeah, who do you want to play the most?
I guess Magflip 2.
Really?
Yeah.
He's plugging Magflip like, oh god.
Shameless plug.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
well, every team is worth playing.
So
against,
you don't
but
have. Yeah.
we have some favorite teams. We like Saviors a lot. The vibe with Saviors is really good, and that's something we're looking forward to play against Saviors every time.
Yeah.
And something against Magflip 2, as Magflip 1, it's just the internal competition we have,
special.
and that's special for us. So yeah, for the rest, we like to play with everyone. We get along with everyone. So that's okay. But yeah, if we had to say, then Magflip 2 would be my choice.
Okay, and yours, Sipa?
Mine's are, I would say Legion and Second just pure for the experience for my team that I really want to have.
So you want to like play them more to learn?
More to learn and also to just to play.
Yeah, it's good. What about you, Tyson?
Yeah, I think for us, I would like to try some teams from the other groups, Reapers 1, Reapers 2. Reapers 1 looks strong. Again, obviously, our old favourites, S2N. It's always a good game against them. But yeah, Terror Knights, I haven't played them yet. These are the teams that are interesting me now, just to see what they bring to the table, what they do. Do you know what I mean? We've got a feel for the teams that we played in our group, got a feel for the teams that we played in the final. Obviously, I know they'll adjust, but yeah, teams I haven't played before. Terror Knights Magflip, I don't think we played Magflip, I don't think either.
No? I don't know. So Terra Knights didn't play Legion.
No.
And Magflip either, no?
No, because we were in Group A.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, no, it will make it interesting because when Bert comes on now, he's gonna say what's gonna be changed and blah blah blah. So you have more chance of playing different teams then. So. But for my guests here, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Thanks, Sipa, for coming. Oh, I have Tyson can. Yeah. Tyson stays.
I take my clothes off.
Yeah. This is the point. This is the time now, Tyson. No, I want to thank Sipa from Terra Knights. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
do you want to shout out a plug, something special?
No.
Okay.
Just thank you for the invite.
It was great having you here, man. Yes. And I look forward to see you play at the next one.
Yeah. Awesome.
What about you? Do you have some plug?
Epstein didn't kill himself. Pool, tutu, and friet of patat.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it for me. Magflip out.
Thanks, Pepper Hands. Thanks, boys. Bert, come in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The big man.
Yeah.
Catch you later, guys.
Am I in the good? Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
come a little bit closer.
You're real good.
Oh, shut it.
Hey guys.
So Bert, what do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to say something.
Address something.
Yes, I want to address some things because after the last tournament, it was a trial for us for many things, and we tried some new stuff, and actually, to be honest, we tried to make things more attractive, put it on the game, more offensive, and it worked out. Some things didn't work out, but
it's testing as well.
Yeah, it was testing, and I think one of the best things that what happened was the flag hanging. I think that's great. The action, what was there, I felt really, I saw that other people really felt for that runner in that in that cross, and the moment that he has to grab that thing, do I not do it, and you saw the players behind them. It was really how sports belongs to.
Yeah.
But then there are some questions came after that, and I'm always asking some people, or I'm open to mail me or to
feedback is always welcome.
Feedback. And we always listen to feedback. I always try to listen to feedback, and when it's good feedback, I'm happy, because this is why this community is there. I mean, we make this together. It's not me, it's not you, we do it together. And we all have to enjoy it. But from my opinion, it's very important that you, as a viewer, because I'm so jealous at everybody that I can't play, but as a viewer, I
you're too old.
No such thing.
Yeah, but wait a few kilos and then I'm back on the field. It's so we made some we had some meetings. You were there. I ventilate a few things that we did, and I said, okay, guys, this is what I saw, this is what I think, and these are the solutions. And with those solutions, this is what I want to tell today, because we did it in the
team captains
meeting. Team captains meeting, but there were a lot of people not there, huh, Tyson? So we're going to tell them here. One of it is.
So we're going to talk about the changed rules.
Yeah, some
rules were changing.
Yeah, that we're going to change.
Okay.
So we started with one thing, and we were thinking about 2 pools, or we're going to do 3 pools. We talked with the people, with the team captains. I presented it to them, and they actually, from everybody who was there, they all said, no, keep it, because I suggested to do 3 pools.
So you suggested 3 pools?
Yeah, and they all said, well, keep it by 2, because when you play 3, and when you're driving from England or you're driving from Finland or that, that will say that you can play seven games.
7 games.
Yeah, in 2 days.
Yeah.
So that's 3 games or 4 games a day. But I wanted to give them that chance, because I thought maybe it's too long for them. But to be honest, the Sunday was already better. But they all choose for keep it at the 2 pools. So you play 11 games in 2 days.
Yeah. So the team captains decided to keep it like it was in the first
the team captains
tournament.
Together, and we all said, okay, let's vote. And Tyson, I didn't have your vote because you were not there. But do you have a vote on that? Do you want to give your opinion on that?
Well, I'll go with consensus. The only thing I would like to see is shorter time between games as a player.
Yeah.
Like Tiny Paper was saying, like there was some certain times where the gap it was long, and it's hard to stay mentally focused. It's keeping your body.
Do you mean the gap between games or rounds? Games, huh?
Time between us as a team playing. So we obviously there was a few buys. There was a couple of teams that
of course,
reason, which added to.
Yeah, it adds an
maybe
hour.
It'll be different. The next event when all teams are there, maybe it's going to be different.
Yeah, you know what it is, Tyson? It is 24 teams, and when you count it and you go back to 3 groups of 8, the game stays the same. You have to play with 24 teams. So when you do it actually on 3 groups of 8, your waiting time is going to be longer. So you have to wait longer. But I was thinking before, okay, you know what we do? We do one group completely, and the day after. But then you are here and playing 11 matches in one day. That's killing, and the other teams is watching. Maybe we can try that once out. But I think on this moment, when we tried out now with stop, and then the second team came in. If that is running faster and
that's smooth,
that's smooth and that is going well, because it was a tryout for us too, and sometimes there was a long break between there because
technical issues. There's a lot happening. Everything's live.
There was a lot,
and
I think that when we get there, when we are there, it will be going much faster, and nobody has to wait that long. And maybe we can do 2 pools after each other, but I'm still thinking of that. But we keep the 2 pools till now, so we're not changing anything.
So this stays the same. Okay.
Okay, then okay, guys, the video reffing. Everybody thought that because there was no video reffing, but
no.
And again, and there was a video reffing. So we give the chance. On the moment, the first day, people came, yeah, and he was hit, he was not hit, and every time we did, we tried it, and Dion watched it, and he reviewed it, but it's impossible. So I decided on that moment something completely new. Everybody knows the small Dorito from the Twin Towers. The tower.
From the mountain. Yeah.
On the side, we're gonna put one HD big camera, minimum 60 FPS. And I think that one is going to get 120 FPS.
Okay.
That's only focused on the cross. So I don't want to get that because it was hard. I don't want to get the flag out because the flag was so exciting. And so what we're going to do is that the only refereeing that we can do is that when you really, are you really sure, when you're sure that you having that flag or you shoot that guy before you had the flag, you have 3 challenges, but
per event,
but only for the flag grab. So don't come with us like he was in the snake, I had him first. That's always stays a martial
martial call.
A martial call.
Yeah.
It will not change. So, but just to not that not people gonna abuse this this thing is that you have maximum of 3, but if you come to us and you're not right, you get 25 points off. So you have to be sure to come to us because it was crazy last time. I was almost throwing people from the balcony, but it was like and I don't want to be that person. But it was the last day. It was only complaining and that, and you can't see it. And let's be honest, it's. But I understand it because it's a lot of points. I understand it. So you have to find.
It's competitive. They want their points. To be clear, because I talked about it a little bit with Tsipa and beforehand.
Yeah.
So you get 3 challenges for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
If you go up to the video ref and you challenge him and you're wrong, you get a minus 25 penalty. Yeah. But what when you're right? Because when you're right, you still lose one challenge.
No. It's gonna be.
No, I'm talking about the challenges.
Yeah.
So you have 3 challenges. When you are right, you don't lose a challenge.
Yeah.
It stays 3.
No. You only have 3 chances. So only 3 challenges.
So when they're correct, it doesn't.
What would you say when it's correct? It stays 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What happens if, for example, say hypothetically, every point we played Legion, we disputed a flag grab and we shot the guy, but he carried on. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, we only have 3 disputes, but that continues to happen throughout the day. Are we left with no way to challenge it? Are people then allowed?
No. What it is, you have. So now I understand your question. Yeah. So you have 3, and when you're right, you're not losing one of them. Yeah. Okay. But then I need a.
It gives an insurance. You know what I mean? It gives an insurance.
It gives you an insurance.
I understand the need not to abuse it.
So
but if you only have 3 chances and a team like you're playing possibly 15 games.
Yeah, I understand. So, but
Tyson,
what I want, Tyson, is that abuse. What I mean is that you're standing every single game there, and it has to be punished, or like in hockey or like in volleyball, you only have 3 challenges. And not more than that.
Use them wisely.
Use them wisely. That's one thing. But I'm with you there. That if you use it and you're right, you lose one of those 3 challenges.
Okay, that's it.
So you understand?
Yeah, not totally.
Yeah, everybody. I hope it's
understand. I would even lessen it. If you're not gonna lose the right to dispute when you're right, you could put that down to 2. So if you start taking a nick and you're strapped at 3, just go with 2. If you get it wrong twice, that's it. You can't challenge again.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And from the other side is when the challenge is there and the person who did the challenge and he was right, that game is going to be replayed. It's going to be a rematch. So that's going to be a rematch if you're right. So
does that depend on who hangs the flag? So for example, we play a game.
That's something
they get the flag grab, but we still win by hanging the flag.
Then it doesn't need.
Would we just not dispute the flag grab?
Yeah. But it's because with the flag grab, that's something I'm gonna do directly after this because I think that's a very important thing. Because there was one thing that a lot of people said was the flag was amazing, but the points is something killing. And on the end, I saw it because people didn't play anymore; they just run for the flag. And I don't want that too because I'm happy that the flag came there. So now on this moment we have a sport that we want. And then I think it was McSwain and it came from Legion. He sent me a message with a suggestion, and I really thought that's actually a good suggestion that we really have to try. So, and that's what we're going to change to. So into that, for the video ref, I hope for everybody is clear. The flag grab. What we're going to do is, if you grab the flag, you have 25 points. On the moment when you grab the flag and you hang the flag, you have a 25 point bonus. That will say, so if you don't grab the flag and you take the other one out, so you can get more points than the people that just went for the flag. So if you go for the flag and you grab that flag and you hang the flag, you have 25 points for grabbing it and 25 bonus to hang it. If you just hang the flag, it's just 25 points.
So I grab the flag.
Happy with that.
I grab the flag, get 25 points.
Yeah.
I plant it, get 25 points for the
Bonus.
plant.
Yeah, and the bonus.
And then the 25
Yeah.
for the bonus. Okay. So
But-
it's 75 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's clear. Huh?
Yeah, that's clear. Yeah, that's it. So on this moment, when you do this, is that people who are grabbing the flag first and you win the game or you hang the flag, that the difference between the points is not going to be. I mean, now at this moment, you can only win with a cojones bonus.
Yeah.
And that's
This
gone.
gives the option without
This gives you the
bonus
option,
bonus.
that it gives you more things. So
Yeah,
this
well-
is that. I think it's fair. It's better in counting and points.
We'll see how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
So this tournament that comes up, we're gonna apply those rules.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're always gonna talk about it. What happened? How does it change?
Of
What?
course.
So
And I think it will bring some extra touch on it. And it's more fair. I think it's more fair, and I'm listening. And that was something that I really listened to the community, and I think it's fair. And I hope everybody's going to be happy with this, because you always have one more chance. And from the other side, that 50 points you get, if you go for that flag and you keep that mindset, you get the 75 points.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
So the second day we already did that, but I want to clear this out, because everything that we're telling now is going to be in the rules, and the rules will be sent by Flow next week. The 25 points off, it's when it's a backpack hit or a belt hit that you don't feel. It's not a penalty, but you get the 25 points off.
Okay.
That stays. So that's something that we keep.
That's what we changed on Sunday.
That's
The
it, that's
second
it, yeah,
day.
that's it.
Okay.
So one thing, team captains or everybody who's listening or watching, last time there was some conflicts in the death tunnel, because there were teams standing in front of the door, and the other teams has to play, and they couldn't get in because other teams were watching in the death tunnel. The death tunnel is a death tunnel. It's not a watch tunnel. It's not a, so keep that clean. There's going to be one more ref who's going to take an eye on there. We're going to get more control on that, but only the teams who are playing, they have the chance to watch or the chance to stand there.
Yeah.
And it's not the meaning that, so if you're standing there as one, we just give you one warning. And
Of course, now it was hard because
I
it was
understand.
open. It was open
I
to
understand.
everyone, and there was no. So,
Understand.
but we're gonna build that thing, and it's gonna be more clear that you don't need to be in the death tunnel.
yeah, that was one thing that was
Yeah, the goal that bothered you, know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And from the other side, the next thing that we're going to change is just a little thing, but it's just to let you understand why we change it. It's like sometimes we had to run after people or sneaky tell them, okay, what color was that again? And so we changed that too, because then we said that it was that person, and then somebody else watched that, okay, what's the blue one? Okay, what's the blue one? But now everybody's going to get free
Three wristbands.
yeah, wristbands. One for the wrist, and one for the left side of the helmet, mask, and one on the right side on the mask. So on any angle you can see it. So that's something that we're going to change, because the colors are
to make it easier.
Yes,
That's good.
to make it, and that's why the death tunnel has to be clean, because we have that. We want to have that control there. That only the players who are playing are there.
Yeah. So you don't have to look for him.
That's it.
He's good. Yeah.
That's it. Oh yeah, for a binary trigger, it's not in the rules, but it's gonna get in the rail. It's not allowed. So a binary trigger.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it's something that you can
Oh,
do.
you got
Some
a trigger.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Well, Tyson, tell them, what is a binary trigger?
Binary trigger is where my understanding is correct. You pull it, it fires. You let
Yeah.
go, it fires.
Oh, okay.
So that's
yeah.
not
So,
yeah.
There's a few naughty triggers out there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but we're gonna control that. We're gonna
break all those kinds.
no. We're gonna test it.
You're gonna test it. Okay. So, but now everyone knows binary is not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Okay.
When we get you, you have a problem.
Okay.
So that I had. So one thing, and I talked with a few people. We had some problems, and we all know Speaker B is a sport. For me, it has to be a sport too, and I watch doing it.
You like watching it.
I like watching it, but from the other side, I like to invest in it. I like to do it, but there's one thing that's really hard, and that's refereeing. And everybody, I hope that everybody's has to understand that being ref in those 2 days is one of the hardest things there is. So that's why I have a lot of respect of all the refs who are in that field. They are going home with blue
legs
and everything. Flo sent me pictures the day after. It was really.
She was a Dalmatian.
A Dalmatian, but then blue.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But black. Black. After that, it was black. So respect for that. But even then, I think when you put 50 marshals in there, so I suggested something in the meeting this afternoon, this evening, and what we want to try is we keep our 6 refs and 7 refs on the field. But we want to get the community involved with
reffing.
So we have 24 teams.
Yeah.
To try it out, we want to ask. We say now that every team to start with it. The next tournament.
Yeah.
That every team captain has to ref 2, so we have 10 people on the field.
So the team captain, or they can provide.
No. It's first we start with the team captains.
Okay.
When that's a success, they can provide one person.
Yeah.
But I think we have to start with if we can't trust a team captain. I mean, come on. Let's. So the team captain, and it's not that they have to ref the whole day. It's maybe 4 or 5 games that they have to ref. But I think we have more eyes then. We have 8 more eyes on the field, and I think it's bringing the community more together. It's getting more trust to there, and it has to start with trust. Of course, everybody's thinking, if they are thinking, or he's going to give me a penalty or that kind of thing. There are still 7 refs, our own refs on the field. So I don't think this community is going to do that. I think it's going to solve.
It's a good solution in my opinion, because we discussed it. We have people with like 6 is the number is too low. 6 or 7 is too low. So we need extra eyes on the field. So I think it's a good solution to just ask the trust, use the people we have because they're here anyways. And if you divide it by 24 people, it makes light work. So it's better.
One thing, you just have to think about it. Like when you're a marshal and you just have your line and there's something happening there, you only can watch one situation. On the moment is a situation on the right side. What do you prefer? Do you prefer that the focus is there, or do you prefer that maybe that is not seen and the focus has to be there? So we always go for the most important situation, but that situation is maybe just as important for that player.
Or more. You never know.
You can't split. I mean, we're not Marty Feldman,
no.
like guys like that. So we just have to make that solution. So I think it's better to get the community or
involved.
The culture involved, and I think it's good too that they see what we feel. They see through our eyes, and I think it's the best thing to start with the team captains. And I mean, I can't ask more things, but maybe there are team captains here. What do you think about this solution? What do you think about this solution?
I think it's a great solution.
Yeah. What do you think about the solution? Yeah. Good. And what do you think about the solution, Robert?
No, we've spoke. I'm all for it. I think it's great. I think it's going to be a good insight for teams to get an understanding of what our marshals actually do. Because, like you said, it's the toughest job out there, and I don't think a lot of people understand it.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to bring, like you said, the community together, have players have an investment in the league that we're playing. Do you know what I mean? It's not just Speak QB, it becomes it's
Yeah.
all ours. Do you know what I mean? It becomes more than just a name.
Yeah, that's something that I really think is an important thing, and that's a step. And I really hope that everybody is positive in that, because that makes a change. That's gonna make a change.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna change. It's gonna make it better.
Yeah.
And of course, if we need adjusting, we'll adjust.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
So those are the things that we're going to change, yeah, and then the flag. On the moment, that was something that I really saw. I really have to tell that, because there were teams on the end of the second day, the end of the second day, that I really saw. Well, they are not going for the flag anymore. They just wait, they shoot them, and then get the flag, because the flag was on the cross.
Because people get smart.
Yeah, and it only needs one day. But so what we're going to use is something that every time that's there, the flag always will be hang back in the top. So when it's not going to be back on the cross. It's going to be with a leader. Something is coming down. We hang it back up, and it's going back up, and then you can grab it again. Okay. So that's the most honest thing, because we really saw on the second day that there were teams who were waiting, and then there was skill, and then they went for the flag on the cross.
Easy grab.
Yeah.
Easy grab.
So this is really going to change, and we're going to.
So it's going to be hang back every time.
Every time.
When it's the wrong flag grab.
Yeah, and you can only grab it when it's hang back. When it's hanging.
Yeah. But because Bert, it's because we're gonna have that camera. It's gonna help a lot.
Yeah.
But like for example, if I grab the flag and I definitely have that flag, and I'm landed back, because that's a situation what happened as well. And then people get shot and he drops the flag.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would be put back on a cross, but that's not needed.
No. When you have that flag, when the I don't know if people saw, but I made a strange thing on the balcony. Every time when Flo had to put it back, I did like that. That was the sign that she had to
I don't know what you were
doing. Yeah, you didn't saw that. So at the moment when that was there, she had to put the flag on the cross.
Okay.
So and if there was no call from the refs, it was just
leave it where it is. Leave it where it is.
So then it was
just a flag grab. A good flag grab. Yeah. Okay, no, that's clear.
So these are the changes. I hope everybody is good with that. Just to come back to you, Tyson, in England, I know there are people. Of course, there are a lot of people asking SQB, SpeakQB in the UK, or SpeakQB in Germany, or SpeakQB in France,
everywhere.
Listen, everybody who is interested, and they have a spot, or they have a place, or there is something, please contact me, bird@speakqb.eu. We can always see what we can do. Yes, it's big investments, and I want people getting involved with it. And it's not that I'm going to invest in all the fields, because this is my investment.
That's what people think. You know, people think, okay, we have some people messaged and they said, we have a 3,000 square meter arena. We want SpeakQB. Can you sponsor?
Yeah,
but that's not how it works.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
I think teams like Legion and Second to None and TRS, they really know how hard it is to build a field like that.
Build it, yeah.
And so many hours and so many things. And I wish there was a.
If we could do it that way, we would do it that way.
If there was a field in the UK, and that person, he wants to invest in that on the right way, we sit down and we make things. And yes, you don't have to build that same arena that we built here in 1 year.
No.
But we just have to focus on that. Everywhere you play, that the field is exactly the same.
It needs to be the same.
The measurements are the same, and that the bunkers are the same. You know, that's debounce trigger. What is a debounce trigger?
A debounce trigger is a trigger that when you start firing, will start adding shots.
Where you start
what? That's my understanding, right? They'll start adding shots. So say your guns now, your HBA guns really.
Yeah.
When you start firing, they'll hit like a weird sweet spot where it'll just start adding shots.
So it connects really fast actually then as well.
Kind of, yeah, but it adds shots.
It short
circuits.
So
I know from my experience in paintball, from my experience now with HBA guns, I know how fast I can fire. Like I know by the sound, and I know when certain guns that I pick up, you can feel the added shots. You can hear it.
Yeah, I know, but it still has to do with your finger, isn't it?
Yeah, they find.
No, that's to do with the connection.
Yeah, so they find the sweet spot between the connection, and the connection doesn't really need to move, and then it fires extra extra BBs, but oh my god, why? Yeah.
No, yeah, but why always go to that level?
Yeah, why?
They're always searching through those
They're
things.
searching
and
yeah.
I understand,
Yeah,
but
it can be achieved by accident though. It can be achieved by
Yeah,
accident.
yeah,
of
course,
If
of
I don't
course.
have a spring in my trigger,
Yeah.
my gun will do that. That's why I installed a spring. So my trigger's forced back out.
But from the other side, I didn't hear that much, to be honest.
Nah.
How you explain it now, but I mean, we will not support it. Let's
You know,
say
if
like
you
that.
don't, if you abuse it, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, you are.
So
You
let's go back to the point
Back
we
to
were
the points,
discussing.
Yeah, and those points are really told. So I have a little surprise today because we have so many people here.
Okay.
We're gonna do the tracking.
Are we gonna do the tracking?
Yeah, we're gonna do the tracking. Now we're gonna do the pulls. So yeah.
Oh really? I didn't know, man.
No, I know that's a little surprise because I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we have so much to discuss next time. So everybody, Robert, flow is your hand. Sorry,
Let the orange one take it.
one moment. So we have competing tactical wash squad. We have 7 sins. We have chaos.
Internet wel goed.
We have triggered. We have mag flip 1. We have Reaper screw 1. We have MLP. We have the Saviors. We have mag flip 2. We have Vanguard. We have Terranize.
Dichterbij, Bert. Nee, dichterbij.
Yeah, I know. We have Unrated. We have Legion. We have Second to None 2. We have ATSB. We have Hazaone.
Some beautiful French there.
We have Second to None. We have SKD Put or Rocket. We have the 9th Legion. We have SAS or the Senile Airsofters.
UK squad.
We have Reaper Stew. We have RNV, Res Non Verba. We have LAF from Finland. And we have BIDs from France. So, oh, you're doing a good job there. Let's say, we put them all there. Yeah.
Put them in there.
We put them in there. So, if the 2 guys who are outside, you can come in so you can pull 2. Yeah. You know why it's so
too
quiet?
much noise, Bert.
Yeah,
You know it.
yeah. That's why they have to stay outside. So, the first one. So, what we're gonna do. You wanna do it?
Ah.
Here we go. Good. So, Tyson, you're gonna draw the first one. So your hand is gonna be there. That's your hand. That's some effects, isn't it? Hey. The Group A, Senile Airsofters. Okay, guy. Sapo from TRS. Chaos. Group B. B. By that. Yeah, Mr. Terranite himself. So now you see that.
Sipa.
Sipa. Yo. ATSB from Deutschland.
Group A, hè?
Group A. Yeah, come on. Just get one. We got many people here. Group B. LAF. LAF from Finland.
Yeah, they actually say it love.
LAF.
Love.
LAF. Yeah. And what does it mean? Oh, that's Group A. Res non verba.
It had something to do with the law for airsoft, but in their translation, so it's hard to translate to our language.
Keep watching me. Yeah. You know how it goes, huh?
Oof.
Oh, the Terranites. Terranites. Then I'm gonna take one too. Oh no, you didn't have one.
Legion.
You.
So Legion in A.
An A, yeah. Boy.
Sexy Rexy.
Oh, you just want to show your ass, don't you?
Yeah.
That's that one there. There you go. I'm gonna take one too. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't look. Yeah. Good. Ooh.
Second to none 2. There you go. Sample.
Are they messaging me on Discord? Okay.
Mag flip 1. B. Yep. Next one. Vanguard 8. Tactical Rush Squad. B.
Kom maar. Yeah.
Reaper Screw 1.
Nice.
There you go.
There you have it, Tyson.
Oh, that was a quick one. Unrated.
B.
There you go again. Triggered. 8. Ninth Legion. B. The Saviors, Rotterdam. 8. Ben je nog meer schrijven? Beatrice. B.
Sapien.
Magflip 2. 8. Second to none.
B.
B.
So we're all spread out now.
Yeah.
Mario MLP 8. There you go again, Tyson. Soft. Lovely hand. 7 cents.
Tyson looks way better here.
B. There you go.
Is there 1 or 2 in there?
1, 2. El dos.
Rocket.
RCKT Pud. Rocket.
A, yeah?
8.
Yep.
I'm taking the last one.
Reapers.
Crew 2. B.
Good spread, good groups. Good
Yeah.
groups.
So I think this is a nice pool, isn't it? Those are nice
Yeah,
groups.
really nice.
I'll quickly repeat it, okay? So in Pool A we have SAS, ATSB, RNV, Legion, Second to None 2, Vanguard, Reaper's Crew 1, Triggered, The Saviors, Magflip 2, MLP, and Rocket. In the Pool B we have Chaos, Love, Terranites, Hazard Hornet, Magflip 1, TRS, Unrated, 9th Legion, BRDs, Second to None, 7 Sins, and Reaper's Crew 2.
Correct.
So if you want to take some pictures of this, guys, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna make some pictures and we're gonna put them online soon. So we're not gonna talk about this now, but I just want your first opinion. What do you think about
My
it?
first opinion is that I see mixed stuff now.
Yeah.
And I know Tyson just said earlier he really wants to play Reapers.
Yeah.
So they got that. So Reapers 1 is in the same pool. As well as I can see here, MagFlip 2 and MagFlip 1 are divided right now. So they're in pool A and B. So they're separated.
To be honest, all the
We
double
have
teams,
no teams in the same pool. So that's good.
all the teams are separate
Yeah.
like this. That's nice. What do you think about the pool, Tyson? Rob?
Let me at him. I'm just gutted I can't play.
Oh yeah, you're not there next
I'll
thing.
be
So
there in spirit, Bert. I'll be there in spirit.
yeah, but you can prepare them. You can prepare them. So this is what we just wanted to do. Do you have any questions or?
Me?
Yeah.
Questions for you?
No, anything.
Questions
No.
for me?
No,
Questions for Legion? For Mr. Legion?
no, actually no. I don't know. I think we said everything we needed to say. I think we made it clear for everyone. Like if they have any questions or if they have any feedback they want to give us, they can reach us through social media networks on Facebook, on Instagram, maybe email at info@speedqb.eu if you have any questions about fields specifically, because that's going to be for you, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be Bert at speedqb.eu. So if you have any questions about that, you have to email Bert at speedqb.eu.
If there is anything with the new rules or something like that, you can always send it to events@speakqb.eu.
Okay.
So, and for the rest, I'm looking forward. These are very interesting groups. I think the groups are very interested, and to be honest, that this makes
You're excited already.
I'm already excited
Yeah,
because
I
I
see.
really see separate things. I really see things. I'm looking forward to some games who I really want to see, and they are there now. So I think it's going to be a surprise. I think it's going to be and it's going on the end of the league. Everybody played against everybody, and that's how it has to be.
That's gonna be it.
So
I think we're gonna close it down here. I want to thank you for coming. Also, Tsipa from Terra Knights, Tiny Paperclip from MagFlip for being here, and I want to thank all the guys watching at home. Tyson as well. Thank you for being here and sitting there in your, I don't know where he was sitting.
he was outside. His wife put him outside.
Oh,
in
he
the
kicked him
garage.
out. Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
kicked him
I was
out.
in the doghouse.
No
in the
speak
doghouse.
to be in my house.
Well, Tyson, thanks for
That's
being
what it
here.
is.
Thanks for being here, Tyson.
Anytime.
We'll see you guys next time live at the event, or there's going to be a breakout
the
in
15th and
between.
2 weeks.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Bye bye.